Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We're back with more Tales of the Arise. I'm eager to play. I'm eager to continue where I've left off in the last episode. We have infiltrated the ship. We are pirates through and through. This is the best group of pirates we've ever seen. I haven't got any worth trying. Okay, in the last episode... Oh, we can go to the next one. In the last episode, we got into this ship. What is that? Oh, that's just where we start. That's the entrance. Okay, in the last episode, we got into this ship. Almeridrea is somewhere on this ship. But
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that.
I think as soon as I touch this door, we're gonna... As soon as we touch this door, I reckon it's gonna be a boss battle. And apparently it's gonna be a big boss battle. And 3, 2, 1, begin. Cutscene begin. Cutscene. The big boss battle and coming on. Where's this big boss battle? Is it going to happen as soon as I touch the elevator? Are we gonna fight in this small room? Is it on floor 3? Wait, or am I on floor 3? No, I'm on floor 2. Yeah, no. Oh, what? Excuse me? What the hell is going on? Let me through. Did I miss something in floor 2? Did I miss something in floor 2? Please don't tell me all the monsters came back. Oh, I left, so the monsters would have been back now, aren't they? They are. Did I miss something? Where did I miss? Okay, frick it. Let me explore floor 2 again. I'll be right back. Okay, so I realized I could go straight to 4, which is a bit weird, to be honest. Wasn't expecting that. I'm guessing this is the first monster and I have to make my way down to 3. Or I'm outside the ship.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like them. Well, we could just avoid them. But what's the point of avoiding when you can kill?
Carve through armor! Like
Boom! And another one bites dust. Bump, bump, bump. And another one bites dust.
Barely a blip on our radar.
That thing looks terrifying. I'm guessing that's a so-called Mr. Biggity Big. Okay, let's take care of these guys first, and I'll try and take care of that other guy.
see what I can do! You're my not today!
It's weakened! One more! Get toasty!
Good. They used the right one this time.
Nice try! I never miss! Good shot! One more! Piercing roll! Do it! Glacial! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
On guard!
Just stand right in front of him. What's in this one?
Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Oh, real lucky indeed. Yummy. Now, what are you protecting? The terminal. I see.
Get lost!
You.
Not today!
That's enough! Glacial spear!
Okay, I've versed this thing before.
Flying creatures are a real pain in the butt!
Hit a word! Hurt smoke! You're mine! Crumble! Tower sword! It's too much!
Will this help? On guard! One more! Healing circle! Look shot!
Double team!
That's it! Here I come! Time to shine!
Okay, I didn't realize what the explosion was. I used Rinwell's technique too late. I could have stopped it.
I'll heal you all! Going in!
I'll smash you! Swallow blade!
Healing circle!
Demon Fang!
Going in!
I'll run you through! This one's mine!
Rip it tear! Time to shine! Piercing roar!
Sonic thrust! Lightning lightning! Take
I'm gonna bait it. There it is, down!
While it's reeling!
Take it down!
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Eat this! This one's mine! Lunar arc! Where are you going?
Technically, it's a flying type.
This one's mine!
Double demon fang! Fang blast!
Sadistic descent!
Rip and tear! Sword ring alpha!
Here
Here and now! Double demon fang!
That's not what I wanted to do.
I'll smash you! Eat dirt!
On guard! Take this!
First strike!
Double
Double demon fang!
This one's mine!
Finish it!
God,
Commander of Heaven!
you guys did the most work. Well, because I'm using her for a
I
while.
know fine weapon material when I see it.
Dragon Flame Sack. Found it. That's exactly what I needed to do.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
There was 2 entrances. Oh, I found something I didn't mean to. Orange gel, yes. The very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, I missed something. I want it. Only because I didn't need it. Because I think this battle's gonna destroy this ship and we cannot enter the ship again. Okay, so now I guess we go down to 3. That's 2. I can't count. Apparently I can't count. It's fine, let's go to 3. Ooh, oh, E. Yes. Okay, so there's a boss battle coming up. I can see it. I see it now. We fight a big ass monster.
Room. Just where the hell is she?
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she's waiting for us elsewhere on the ship.
Which means she's most likely chosen a place where she'll have the advantage in a fight.
Be careful, guys. I came from an entire family of Danon mages, and that woman murdered all of them. All on her own. I hate to say it, but she's an incredibly powerful astral artist.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy. But on top of that, she might try to sick that monster on us again, too.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to play with. Let's make sure we put an end to it.
Okay, well. If that's the case, I did say... That's not what I want. I want this one. Okay, Rinwell. You jump in this fight with me. Only because... That's not... You know what? Let's beat Rinwell. Rinwell. You are the strongest, and I haven't used you in a bit. But is her astral arts ready for commission? Ooh, what the hell? One takes me to the boss room, one takes me to the other room.
Last place to look.
I
Straight
spoil
ahead.
the battle with the log. Hold on.
Almeridrea.
It's the same thing, isn't it? One's just got a... Okay. I can switch characters mid-battle. Worst case, I can switch battles mid-character.
There she is! Almeridrea!
Yo, how you going at?
Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
You know she is.
I was getting
Oh, not
rather
that terrible
tired of
laugh. I
waiting.
forgot about that.
Oh my! And I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almeridrea.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mien's. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
It's a Kingdom Hearts now.
Fool. To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeridrea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold!
Another dragon? Oh, damn, you're a biggin. You're a biggin.
Enjoy your meal!
Okay.
Such sad
Wait, why am I?
news,
Where's Rinwell?
child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down against the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Danny, here, Renova! Professor Field! Back into the fray! Here goes! Hear me!
Rinwell's not the best choice. Did you stop moving and let me attack you? Blah 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 magic!
Here goes!
I'm on it!
Radiant, here! Here's evil! Bring them! Will this work? Take that! One last one!
Let me add that because that was new. Not law, I want Rinwell. Electric field discharge.
I'm just getting Raging Cascade! By the power of fire! Raging Cascade! Annihilation! Mega Red! Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade! Go get him!
You don't stand a chance against me. That thing is following me like a son of a bitch. Way!
This one's mine.
All good things come to an end.
I'll bring you back. Protect the bit. Dragon show. Resuscitation.
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready. Raging cascade.
I'll end you.
Raging cascade. Dance in the wind. Air thrust. Purge the level. Magic is in. Lightning condemn. I'm out of ammo. Just what the doctor ordered. By the power of water. Here's a healing heart.
Uh-oh. I stuffed up. It's fine. I got it.
Not on my watch. Here, let me help.
How many do you want?
Will this help?
There we go. Cool.
Arctic waterfall. Freeze lancer. Purge malevolent spear. Magic is evil. Freeze lancer. One more. One last one.
It's fine.
Lightning condemned. Lightning condemned. Thunderblade. Lightning condemned.
Eat dirt!
Lightning condemned.
Oh, how did you get that already? It's fine. I've got it.
Lightning condemned. Thunderblade. Purge malevolent. Magic. Dance in the wind. Air thrust.
First strike!
Lightning condemned. This one's mine. Thunderblade. You get the gist. Blah blah blah.
Magic. Blah blah blah. Magic.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Lightning condemned. Thunderblade. Purge malevolent. Arctic waterfall. Freeze lancer.
Shouldn't have messed with me.
Can I attack her? Oh, it's tail.
Attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on her.
Keep an eye on her. And take out the monster first.
Here goes.
Burn in hell!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
It's
I
fine.
can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away.
Freeze lancer. You get the gist. Air thrust. Not on my watch. Purge malevolent. Arctic waterfall.
How did you get that?
Smash you!
Purge malevolent. Magic is in.
Bad.
With the button, people.
Glimmer dragon. Freeze lancer. Lightning condemned. Thunderblade. Never fit. Lightning condemned. Arch steel.
The winds of judgment blow your way. Fall before impending calamity. Chaotic disaster.
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts are so special.
Shion. No, 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 no.
And now, they're mine! Close one!
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I survived all of us.
You get the gist.
Ow! He jumped so much. Let's do that. Thank you.
Dance in the wind!
Anything not, my friend! Stay away from my friend!
Not on my watch! Lightning condemned! Purge magic is am! Freeze lancer! You get the gist! Air thrust!
Shion, no.
Blah blah blah! Air thrust!
Not today!
Condemned! Thunderblade! Purge malevolent! Dig close one!
Whoa! I forgot about it.
Lightning condemned! You will suffer! Malevolent! Magic is in! Freeze Lancer!
Fine. It's fine.
Dance in the wind!
Oh, shit.
Her master core! Not while I'm around, she isn't! Air drop! Dance!
This one's mine!
Air drop! Turn forward! Blah, 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 magic!
Goodwill!
I'll never forgive you!
Got you.
What?
I'll take you down!
Got it that time, man. Oh, hell!
And you! Astral energy! Full
Grimwell for the win! Take that! Well, hello. Ooh, someone go bye-bye! Oh, someone go bye-bye! Well. What's up? Lay down at the real mage!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
Oh, what's this? Oh, hey, buddy, you're back!
It's that swordsman again. Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Wee.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
I have a feeling that's like... Last time I said this was completely wrong, so... I have a feeling that's... Alphen's real version. And he cast away himself.
The Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name. Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Oh, here we go. What the hell?
What just happened to him? Alvin! Say something!
Wait, he's giving in.
Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
Well, it's obvious. If he has fire, his enemy would have water. His biggest enemy would have water.
Sion!
Alvin!
Come and find me, if you truly are the Sovereign.
Okay. I don't know what to think of that. So, Alphonse is the Sovereign. Dude. Test subject 1273. The spirit channeling ceremony will begin shortly. Until then, you are to claim your mind and wait further instructions. So the mask was the reason he couldn't feel pain. And he didn't know anything.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Good. Daddy hasn't come home lately, so I decided to come visit. But they won't let me go any further. It's not fair. I hope he finishes work so I can see him soon. I'm meant to be a Danin? Look, they're static and the subject's biological sex appears to be almost no bearing rate of success or fate. Homunculus, see. I don't know who got it in their head to start calling you sovereign. At the end of the day, you're nothing more than a test subject. Your only worth lies in your physical aptitude for the task at hand. Your thoughts and feelings are no concern. What does that mean? What the hell is going on? You. What is going on? Is this the test subject, man? How it looks just like us. On the outside, maybe, inside is uncivilized as the rest of them. You haven't forgotten my warning from earlier, I hope. No, ma'am. I'm not touching the test subjects, right? You're gonna stop. Test subject, you're not authorized to enter this room. Return to your post and wait for the ceremony to begin. So I'm a test subject. Okay. You're him, I think. He's another test subject, I reckon. The maiden will maintain control over things. You focus on not breaking your concentration while the ceremony is in progress. If you want to see your home again, you have to do a good job here. 1017. Is this me? Astral energy charging almost complete. Output stable by standby. I don't know what's happening. Oh, there we go. Here's another one. To be honest, I was beginning to sweat bullets if you hadn't worked out. You know what we would have done? This is the first time we've managed to assemble a sovereign and maiden ready for the ceremony after all. But seeing you make it all the way today has put my fears to rest. So, I'm guessing Chiron is the maiden, of course. She's the maiden. Alphonse is the sovereign. Oh, it's you. Or should I say sovereign? You don't understand how much time and effort we invested in to create you as our lone success. We can't risk losing you to injury at this stage.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet?
There's Shion. It's time, Melvin. Finally happening, huh? Yes. We need to change into our outfits, then meet in front of the transfer device. Once this is all over, you'll be able to return home. That's what I was hoping for. I'm sorry you got dragged into all of this. It's Shion's mum. It's not your fault. Let's just do what we can. We have to get this thing over with. Right. Or is that indeed Shion? Maybe Shion's not her actual name.
I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Naori.
Naori? The Massacre of Darkness, I'm assuming.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Naori. No!
Okay, so he was a test subject, they did something, and it went wrong.
Wait, please. Wait, I What was that?
Remembers.
That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion.
He's feeling pain.
Oh, right. That's what pain felt like.
Oh.
So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
Huh. Yeah, because Shion's not here.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
Huh, okay. That's the core of wind. So, Alphon was able to grab it. Not, like, looking at Alphon's now, I can't say I'm a too big on the way his hair is set out. I'll use that one. Put it in a ponytail. That looks a bit better. It looked too long and too straight. This part I'm enjoying. Really good. And who's on the ground? Law.
Naori. Shion. Hi.
Naori. Who's Naori?
Damn it.
Is he too injured to fight on his own?
Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang! Take this! Dazzle! Take this!
Come on, get away from each other.
Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang! Pierce! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang!
Oh, I can't use it, do I? I haven't got it.
Here I come! This should do it! Double Demon Fang! Pierce! Great! Next!
Yeah, that's fine.
Double Demon Fang! Rising Wyvern! It's time! It's over! Eat dirt! Here I come!
He hasn't got it at the moment.
Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Double Demon Fang! Try harder! My turn! I'm not done! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Take this!
He's not at full power and
Double Demon Fang!
kind of pissing me off.
You're finished! Blow away! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
There it is. It took him so long to beat those two. If he had his sword, understandable. I do get it. He's feeling pain for the first time.
Alvin?
Hey, you think?
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Flinwell, where are we?
In the center of the earth.
Karos, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
No, it
If
wasn't.
Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Yeah, something's not right with him. He's not at 100%. He doesn't know what happens. The Tide Adventurer. Yeah, I don't.
You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
He can't. He's this weak. He can't even sprint.
Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danins, but they're not under the rule of any lord. Pretty refreshing, huh? The whole town was built by Danin defectors, escapees from elsewhere.
Because he couldn't care.
This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set up a community here. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now, trying to convince them of our good intentions. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back then.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh, but that means...
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right.
Understandable. What would be going through your mind if this happened to you?
Do you...
There we go.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship
Technically, we
sank,
are.
I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
Yep. Now, yes. Tell us this beautiful story of how you destroyed all of Renan's population. He's 300 years old, I think. Something like that. It better not go, and that's the story.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
He's the reason why Renans and Danans are in bad terms.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived.
Okay.
Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeridrea's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
Controlling of the darkness, past the core. Yes?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Xion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Xion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Xion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
Which is probably...
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Xion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Xion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
was locked away.
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me.
Oh, damn!
So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Kisara.
Listen, what you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about about Shion. We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Just trying to process all of this, of how it... So, Alfred...
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
Well, of course you have the right. She's technically waiting for you. So... if he's the Sovereign, and that means he can use the Master Cores on his own, right? That should be the case. Oh, open it. Hey, Rinwell.
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me. And now it's you. All of us suffering. Just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me. And I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shion were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shion must be lonely. All by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
I don't think so. Sadly, I think Shion is going to stand against us for one battle. She's going to stand against Alphonse
You're
because
certainly full of
other
surprises,
thing,
aren't you?
and she's going to help the other
Trust me,
dude.
It's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danon, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danon for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremonies. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
See, because do you remember Shion's purpose? I think... Okay, I'm gonna go through some theories of how it's possibly gonna go down. I think Shion is going to end up joining Water Dude because now Alphonse is weak and can't use the burning sword anymore because he feels pain. And Shion wants to make kinda, not in a bad way, but she will try and join the winning side. Because she's gonna try and join the winning side, she will end up maybe briefly fighting us, thinking that we can't beat the other guy. Valdon, or whatever his name is. Valron.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion
Maybe.
or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shion.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere, too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shion?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shion's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No,
Good
I'm
on you,
serious.
Law.
What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shion. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Okay. See, that is a friend. Lore, your voice acting is top notch. Your character design, character growth, top notch. That's what I like.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shion needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh? Back to the inn, I guess.
Oh, I don't really know what to say. So, we gotta say these sovereign powers?
Alvin! There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alvin, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Okay.
Look sharp, people.
You go back there.
If we don't act fast,
Oh, actually... Dolan, you come in, because you can technically
get to the
heal.
village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Oh, wait, wait, I'll be right back. Armor, probably new armor.